Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and viewers at home. My maternal grandmother had a profound effect on me early in my life. At the age of 27, she was widowed during the Great Depression. She was left with one small child to raise on her own. She remarried twice after that and divorced both of the men. This was at a time in history when it would have been far easier and certainly more financially advantageous for her to stay in a relationship. Yet for her, these relationships just didn't quite fit. And it was more important for her to be true to herself. That was a lesson I took into my heart early on. My professional life began standing in front of a high school business class in northwestern Iowa. I loved teaching. I loved working with the students. And yet something just didn't quite fit. After 12 years of being a public school educator, and simultaneously at the end of my 10-year marriage, which actually also didn't quite fit, I stepped out into the unknown. I put my belongings in my car and I headed for the southwestern United States. On the way, I said to my traveling companion, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. But I know it will have something to do with helping women know they have a choice about how they live out their lives, no matter what their current circumstances. There's an old saying that life is what happens to you as you're busy making other plans. That was certainly true for me. Shortly after relocating to Tucson, Arizona, I found myself flat on my back, unable to get up out of bed. That was very scary for someone who's accustomed to having a lot of energy and being on the go. It was as if my body said to me, if you want to get up, you need to listen up. I chose to listen deep inside myself, ignoring those voices on the outside that were trying to tell me what to do. My life took a 180-degree turn. During the 5 years that it took for me to put my Humpty Dumpty body back together, I studied nutrition. I learned how to nourish my body properly instead of abusing it with junk food, drinking, and drugs. I became a personal trainer. I learned how to exercise consciously, safely, and moderately, instead of in the maniacal way that I had been trying to whip my body into shape. During this time, I was introduced to the world of energetic healing. I was fascinated. It opened up a whole new realm of possibilities for me. I became a Reiki master. On moving back to Fairfield, Iowa, I became a transformational prayer practitioner. Eventually, I joined the Awaken coaching program. Today, I work with women and men as they choose to live their most compelling lives, creatively fulfilled, with full health, vitality, and mobility, until the day they're just not here. Together, we dismantle those fears and doubts and beliefs and all those insecurities and all those invalidations that we heap on ourselves that keep us from giving our full gifts to the world. Often I receive phone calls from people saying, Maryann, I just had to call you. Last night I was working with the things that we've been doing in our sessions, and my compelling vision became crystal clear. I've been looking for this my whole life. How can I ever thank you? I'm so excited to get up tomorrow morning and get the materials that I need to do my first project. Thank you so much. With feedback like that and phone calls like this, I know I'm making a difference. I know I'm being of service to mankind, and I know I'm doing what fits for me, like a hand in a glove. Yes! Thank you, Grandma, for showing me early on how important it is to be true to myself and to do what fits. I believe that we are all being called at this time on the planet to play our note, to give our gifts and express our talents fully. Imagine if everyone were playing their note. What an amazing symphony we would hear on this earth plane. We would be at peace. We would be living in harmony. We would have true heaven on earth. Tonight I leave you with a couple of questions to ponder. Are you playing your note? Are you living your most compelling life from deep inside, giving your gifts, expressing your talents, playing full out? If not, why not now?
Yay!